right. So Gem Catcher's put
arguing with Easy. I don't think it's productive. Gonna let Easy have his rant.
let's have a chicken vindaloo. All right. Hold on, can I get rid of this? Yep, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right, so let's have a listen to Den's conversation with Jupiter yesterday. Now, my position is I don't really understand why Jupiter is bringing certain individuals around individuals who are known to hate Tommy Robinson. That's my position. I don't quite get that. Do you know what I mean? And also, I don't understand how people are still talking to or associating with somebody who is openly and publicly admitting that they're in contact with Hope, not hate either. I don't get that either. But yeah, these are very strange alliances. But thankfully, I'm just my own entity, so I'm not in any groups. So yeah, I can call this shit as I see it.
He needs to deflect and take his anger out on me. That's fine. It's what everybody around here does these days.
Everybody just takes their anger out of Jupiter. It's like, what? Come on, man. What is she talking about? Some people have good reason to be angry with you, lady. But anyway, you know.
Landlet. I don't see what Easy did for Cold Beach. I don't
Nah, it's not slowed down. No, this is.
understand it. I don't get it. Right, the link's there then if you want
to. Woe is me. What's Easy done for Carl Beach? I don't know who Carl Beach is, by the way, folks. But well, I know he is now. He seems like a reasonable fella. He does, but I don't know what Easy's done for him. What does Easy do for anybody? Does Easy ever do anything? So what the fuck?
Come on. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't. It's mental, the way that people see the world upside down. But they're not going to gaslight me.
Not yesterday, day before, she was calling Ultra a black supremacist, for fuck's sake, man. Everyone else sees the world upside down. She thinks I'm an extremist. It's like, fuck it, man.
Into a world of craziness. Nobody. I can talk to whoever I want to talk to, and it's not a sign of whether I like.
Oh my days, she can talk to whoever she wants. Yeah, we know. We don't care. It's just when you put wild labels onto people, and when also you start to legitimize some of the worst trolls on the fucking internet. You stupid woman. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what is actually going on? You got one woman over here who's like openly admitting she's in contact with Hope Not Hate. Another woman over here who fucking bigs up the IRA, hates Tommy Robinson, and flirts with Antifa. You got fucking the other gimp who literally actively was trolling Tommy Robinson. It's like, what the fuck are these people on? You think that is like looks good or is unacceptable in any way, shape, or form to bring certain people around these people? You're fucking mental. What is actually going on with these people?
Like someone else or not. Right, so the link is there, but let me put it in the in case you can't see it, in the description box.
This narcissistic behavior, man, and she's spinning fucking narratives and all this type of shit that comes with this woman, man. She's just too bent. Everything about her is just bent.
For you to come on, Dan. So at the moment I'm all right. The charger on my phone has bloody died.
But let this be known, yeah. This I'm not interested in Jupiter. Obviously, she can do a narcissistic thing, whatever. But the point that I'm making is she's in the process of trying to legitimize certain people that I know hate Tommy Robinson, have trolled Tommy Robinson, and also are a bunch of fucking far left lunatics. And also one of them cunts have like openly admitted to being in contact with Hope Not Hate. So I will call that shit out all day, every day. Let's just get that straight up and down, right? That's my position. This is where I'm coming at this from. I don't understand what's going on over there. It's weird to me. It all looks weird to me. Like these people actively troll Tommy Robinson.
And I haven't got another one in the house. I thought I did, but I haven't. So I've got to get a new one tomorrow because stuff that's been sent to me that I wanted to convert so that I could play it on my show.
It's like here, you got Brian Hull, Dream Team The Truth saying hi to Danny Roscoe, yeah? Brian Hull. It's like, mate, the things this cunt said about Tommy Robinson and all the rest of the shit that's gone along with it. Like, what is going on? It's fucking weird to me. And this is what happens when you follow this woman or listen to this woman. It's like, what is this? This is the dickhead. This is the dickhead who was saying he's going to turn up in Telford and start fucking sticking cameras in people's faces and all this business. It's like, what is this? What the fuck is this, man? It's fucking weird. It's weird as fuck.
Show tomorrow. I'm going to have to go do it Monday. So
yeah, I don't know. Look, I'm going to be honest with Den in it. I don't know what it then like thinking with Jupiter, man. She needed to be buried a long time ago. But yeah, for some reason you keep like giving her chances and shit. I don't get it.
I might need you to tell Tony that for me.
Yeah, that's not the real Ichabod. That's not the real Ichabod. Yeah, I don't know why Den keeps trying to keep this woman alive, man. But come on, Den. Fucking hell.
Because literally my phone's going to die at any minute. Yeah, but apparently Dem was arguing as well. Apparently he was arguing with Bleeding Art and Esau. And if that is the case, he does need to grow up and all. But yeah, so I'll be doing it Monday instead of tomorrow because I need to get a new charger. So then, do you want to come on and have this one-to-one then that you said you?
What's the story now? You say, well, there's no story. There's just actual reality, and I'm saying is I don't understand certain things that's going on right now. Where you got fucking Bleeding Heart hates Tommy Robinson, bigs up the IRA, fucking all what else comes with it. Proper far left. Esau hates Tommy Robinson, trolled him, actively trolls him. Yeah. You got Moon, openly admits to being in contact with Hope, not Hate. So yeah, I just don't understand that. I don't understand how people are fucking going anywhere near these cunts, if I'm honest. But yeah, I guess it's because Jupiter's co-signed him, innit?
Wanted. I don't know if you've got 5 minutes or not. But yeah, I'm look, I don't understand what people are getting upset about. Nobody is saying that other people haven't assisted in getting a lot of stuff done to do with Clan World. I mean, if people want me to list the names of people that have been helpful, I can do that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about what she's talking about there. Do you know what I mean? So let's see. I don't know what Den's angle is either. Cause like for me, straight up and down, I just don't get why. Yeah, look, I feel like Jupiter's in the process of trying to legitimize certain individuals who are, nefarious characters. I think Jupiter's a nefarious character. I'm not even gonna lie.
That quite easily right now. So because some people
Yeah, this is from last night. Yeah, I believe. So I'm waiting for Den to jump on. To be honest, I should really skip ahead to where he jumps on. There we go. Yeah, fuck. I got no interest in keep talking about Jupiter, man. She's fucking. I just think she's a narcissist. That's my position on her. And if you get in a disagreement with her, an argument with her, she's gonna throw any kind of label onto you, and it's gonna be whatever she thinks of at that time. But yeah, my position is right now, I don't understand why certain people are being brought around. Mandy's lies have been exposed. I agree. I don't understand why certain people are being brought around people who, one, openly admit to going to Hope Not Hate, two, actively fucking hate Tommy Robinson. Like, I just don't understand these maneuvers. These are like real far left fucking nut jobs. But let's just see what this conversation's about in it. That's my position anyway. Why does Denny? Den, I don't know. Like I said to Den, I don't know why he keeps trying to save this woman. Honestly, I don't know why he tries to keeps trying to keep her alive. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I've said this to Den before as well. I don't get it. I don't get it. And what's what you say? Number one black. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Evening, Jupiter.
Yeah. So, what's the problem between you and Easy? What is the real issue?
From what I can determine, is watching what clones are doing and saying, and then I'm getting the blame, and then believing the trolls that keep feeding him the bullshit. I've told him pure times, it's not me. Do you know what I mean? If I've got something to say, I'll jump on the link and I'll say it to your face. So, I don't
But it
know.
was you
He's
in my
mad.
side chat the other day arguing with him.
On the original video that got put out or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. What,
So
I'd
what
said
was you
certain
arguing?
things.
So what was you arguing with him over?
Well, for days before.
You see, it's like Danny's put on the screen, yeah. See, people choose sides, but your channel is very mixed, and it's not very mixed though. It's not, and others, plenty of people can't understand why you platform people they dislike. But I'm talking about people who actively troll Tommy Robinson, people who actively. It's like I don't understand this. It's like got one person who said she's been in contact with Hope Not Hate. If people are like, this is nothing in it, it's like, whoa, okay, that's weird. And then you've got fucking other people who like actively troll Tommy Robinson, like are connected to groups that actively target Tommy Robinson. So to me, it's just weird, innit? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's fair. And the fact Moon is acting like she's never been racist is absolutely diabolical. I don't know if Moon's been racist or not. I'm not really too bothered about that, to be honest with you. But yeah, someone just comes out and tells everybody, yeah, I'm in contact with Hope Not Hate. I don't understand why certain people would want to be around that person. That's just weird to me. Obviously, I understand why they would want to be around that person because they're of that persuasion. But yeah, anyway. What I should do is I should just sit back and watch in it and just let these people do what they're gonna do in it because it's all gonna come to a head anyway. It's all gonna come to a head anyway. Which eyes? What do you mean? Moon's running around talking about how she's messaging with Ginger Tony and shit, and it all chats all over YouTube, mate. That's just she's like passing messages and stuff. I'm like, what is this? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But anyway, that's just my opinion in it. That's all I'm saying.
That he was doing live saying myself and Dave are paid agents of Mandy Mosley, Antifa.
Yeah, Easy did say that still. Yeah, man. She interrupted to say hi to people in the chat. Rude as fuck. Not seen it. No, I don't even know her channel. Passing, big up yourself.
Just
But look, let me just make myself clear, right? I know certain people, and I know how they operate, and I know what their leanings are, and I know what they're about, right? And I know these people hate Tommy Robinson, and I know these people go out of their way to troll Tommy Robinson. That's what I'm saying, right? Whether people want to listen to me on that or not, that's their business, innit? It doesn't mean anything to me, right?
It's all this mad shit. So, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not the one that's actually okay with all that. And
right. So I don't think that for 1 minute. But why does he think that that's the case?
we asked him, and then he admitted he was lying. And
That is true. When Den asked him, he goes, "Well, if you say this about me, I'm gonna lie about you." It's like, you fucking spanner.
I don't know. He just keeps going back and forth between lying, saying shit, admitting it.
Right.
He's a lying bastard. You fucking. Or because I said to him, it's not a good look if you do go live and then tell people don't dox on my platform, and then the geezer does it right then and there in your face and mugs you right off. He has an absolute meltdown because I made an honest observation, right? Yeah, and of course, if you're going to use your platform to dox people in it, then expect people to call you out for it. And then he had a complete meltdown because of it. Fucking spacker.
So if he's lying, why are you taking him serious?
I'm not. Literally. I don't.
You don't need to argue
even
with
think
him
he's
over
relevant to anything. No, he's not relevant to anything, is he? I mean, I don't know Easy as well as you lot do, or whatever.
So I'll tell you how Easy's relevant. Easy did get targeted for being a Tommy Robinson supporter.
Bullshit. What is this bullshit? Easy got targeted for being a Tommy Robinson supporter. What is this new narrative? What do you mean? No, Easy had a falling out with Kaz, had a falling out with Emily Luca, had a falling out with Easy's whole thing came from his falling outs with certain women. What is this bullshit lie of a narrative she's spinning? That's why this woman is so fucking dangerous. And if you follow her word, she's gonna lead you down some mad paths. He didn't get targeted because he was a Tommy Robinson supporter. What are you talking about, man? The fuck are you talking about? Easy fell out with Emily Luca. A lot of shit came from that. Easy fucking fell out with Batfreak. A lot of shit came from that. Easy doxed Batfreak on a fucking live stream. Put her name and shit out there. Don't talk shit, man. Don't talk shit. What a fucking lie, man. And when he fell out with Real, this is the bullshit that she comes out with. The narrative she's spinning and the fucking lies and the path she's leading people down. And I should just sit back and watch. Yeah, because in reality, it don't really mean much to much, which is a good thing. But she's now sat here going, Easy was targeted because he was a Tommy Robinson supporter. Fucking what a load of bullshit, man. Sorry, but that just personifies this woman. That's just a lie, man. That is just a straight up and down lie. It's just bullshit. Oh my days, man.
And he did get targeted for speaking up about sexual abuse. And they have branded him a paedophile. And that is the way that they silence you for wanting.
That's just the narrative that she's spinning. I reckon Tom's Nico, is he? Hey, whatever makes you feel good, Tom, run with it, fella. Whatever narrative you want to spin, I don't give a shit. Don't care. But here's the reality. Easy fell out with certain individuals, and that's why Easy had these things. Paul M went after Easy because of Emily Luca. Yes. Cam and them went back and forth with Easy because of Batfreak. Yes. Had nothing to do with Tommy Robinson. Stop lying. See the lies that happens. This is bullshit, man.
To highlight.
If anyone here in the chat, if you like see otherwise, let me know in it. Let me know. But Paul M was on to Easy because of Emily Luca. Do you know what I mean? Cam and them fell out with Easy because of Bat Freak. Don't chat shit, Matt. Tommy Robinson. You see the narrative this woman spins.
Like sexual abuse. So
Yeah, but he's doing that himself.
when he says he's a victim, that is the truth. He is a victim.
Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's her narrative, man. That's her fucking narrative.
Yeah, but it's one that if he's making himself a victim by saying and doing ridiculous stuff, which is just not true, then you can't cry when it comes back.
Exactly, then. And he's done this to a lot of people. He's told lies about people. He docks Bat Freak on his live stream. He's done a lot of shit which has nothing to do with Tommy Robinson. Not a fucking thing. So this woman's spinning her own little fucking fantasy world as she normally does. And she's a bullshitter. Absolute bullshitter.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It is
I know
what
what
it
you're
is.
saying. It doesn't help if he's doing streams having a dig at you, yeah.
It's just madness.
But then it don't help if you follow him around having digs at him. Just ignore him.
No, I wouldn't.
Just ignore. When does Jupiter live by this principle of just ignore? Does she ever just ignore anything? Who the fuck is she to give advice on that? You're chatting shit.
If he wouldn't have jumped in there on that particular stream, which was in.
See, this is what's irritating to me, right? And people are obviously going to see it in a different way because they brought into a certain thing. And it is what it is. But to suggest that Easy and the dramas that he's had online is to do with Tommy Robinson, that's fucking wild, man. That really is wild. That is something else, man. Now, why is she even bringing Tommy Robinson into this situation? That's hilarious. Yeah, well, Nico T, you fucking cretin. Luke said that's not true, innit? So, but that's his business, innit? Because I'm telling you straight up and down, Mandy Mosley is a fucking liar. A straight up and down liar. So, yeah, this Nico T guy tells the fucking most wild, fucked up, elaborate lies. I'm starting to think it's fucking Jupiter. Go on, fuck off.
Important, you know, that it got put out, and he's just. I mean, you can go back. It was on your
Yeah, but
stream.
why
You can
don't you
go back
just
and put the comments.
look, Den? Why don't you just block him in the side chat?
I don't know. I don't
That
know.
way you can come in, he can come in. You don't see what each other are writing. You don't have to worry about it because even if he's to call you names, no one gives a fucking shit. It doesn't really dent you, does it?
No.
Do you
No,
know what I
it's
mean?
one of them. I don't understand how it works. You know, when people have got spanners and whatever, it's like I thought you could just block someone and then they can't see you.
I'm gonna say this right, and it might not be appreciated on both sides, but they can finger whichever they would want, right? Actually, no, I won't. I'll save that. I'll save that. I'll save that one.
Changes if they've got a spanner and he's not got a
Easy
spanner.
ain't got a spanner on mine, has he?
I don't know.
I don't.
I'm surprised that Den's like first thing to talk to her about is Easy though. I don't really know what's going on with Easy really, but yeah, again, I don't even to suggest that Easy's problems online has stemmed from him supporting Tommy Robinson is just a lie, man. She's just lied there. It's just a fucking one hell of a lie, man. Like, like Ghost Speaker's Corner is a mod for Easy, right? Ghost Speaker's Corner is a stalker of Tommy Robinson, right? Runs around fucking trying to counter signal all the time for and trying to go against anybody who speaks about grooming gangs. If you was really a Tommy Robinson supporter, would you really have Ghost as your moderator? Would you? Or Strawberry Smelly Hand, who fucking hates Tommy Robinson, The whole group of them people over there are left-wing freaks who hate Tommy Robinson. This is what this thing to me is just weird. It's bizarre.
I think he has. He shouldn't have.
Yeah, I'll block him on your channel or whatever.
Yeah,
when I'm on
yeah.
there
Just
or
block him
whatever.
on my channel, and if you do go and listen to his shows, just don't bother commenting.
Why is Jupiter then? Why is Jupiter like sunning you? What's going on, bro? It's like, what is this?
If they don't want your input, then if they feel like they don't want you around, it doesn't mean that you've been excluded. It just means that you can still listen to what they're saying. You just don't need to engage with them because they don't like you.
No,
basically.
to be honest, they just go on there now and again just to poke him or whatever. But
But why when you know he's being trolled heavily?
I honestly think he deserves half the shit that he does now. He might not have to begin with. I mean, for me, I only know him from the point where Steve Telford guy came on, did whatever, reviewed Danny's bogus reports defending paedophiles and all
Yeah.
that, and then it ended up on Easy's. That's where I know him from, right there. So for me, it's just one of them. He's having the discussion on there. It's being attacked by AJ and all this shit or whatever. So I jumped on to defend it. That was it. That's all I know, Visa. I don't know anything before. All I've seen is after.
Hold on, I want to address this thing that Hell's wrote. So Hell's wrote, Baby Basher is trying to make out that no one ever said Cole's name. He forgets Lord said it and Monksy said it on a live about him being there, and it doesn't take an Einstein to work out who she meant. Yes, but Hell, even better than that, when he confronted her and asked her why she said it, she doubled down and confirmed it. So they did say it was him. They can't deny it. I mean, we can always watch the videos again that I played yesterday. She confirmed it. She said, yeah. And he said, what am I supposed to have shown you then? So she can't deny it.
And again, what this guy went and did, it's understandable. Do you know what I mean? If somebody that I knew was going around saying that about me, I'd want to confront him as well. And he's done it in the proper way as well. He's not turned up. He's not gone there to commit an act of violence or any of these types of things. He's gone there and he's confronted the individual who's been making baseless claims. Because this allegation is baseless and there is no evidence for the things that she has actually been saying. And she's been reckless from the beginning. I'd say, scratch that. I'd say she's been more than reckless. She's been malicious. Straight up and down.
That she hasn't accused him of that because he's got it on footage. So it's pointless them even arguing that. It's pointless. Yeah, go on. Den, sorry to cut you in.
So I thought Den was going to question her more on like the bleeding, the moon, and these types of things in it, because again, I know Esau's like from fucking donkeys. He was up there with Tommy Robinson's picture, doctored picture, all this type of shit in it. I know that group hate Tommy Robinson. I know that group troll Tommy Robinson. So I thought he was more going to come from this direction, but exactly, they've heard it turned up to a pub, heard that she's invited them too many times. Yeah, of course. Obviously, it goes without saying, man. It goes without saying, this woman's made some very serious allegations. Very fucking serious allegations. And she's tried to make this man look like he's some kind of fucking... Do you know what I mean? And he dealt with it in the right way. He dealt with it in the proper way. And if you listen to him talk yesterday on Jupiter's, you can see that he's a genuine person from the way that he was talking. Do you know what I mean? So
You there? Dan? He's put himself on mute. Dan? Oh, I don't know why he's put himself on mute. Can people hear me in the audience? This is crazy.
Obviously, someone in his house has wanted to speak to him, so he's put himself on mute. It's not that fucking crazy. What do you mean? Why is it crazy? Fuck, is she talking about?
Because even my chat's froze. Oh, your phone's on mad one. Okay. Yeah, I just think I'll wait for you to come back then, but I do just think that if they don't like you and you don't like them, that the best thing to do is just block them in the side chat.
What the fuck, man?
You know, because they're always
Because no one talks to her in her house. Yeah, I was surprised they jumped on to talk to her about Easy, man. What the fuck's that all about?
going to be welcome to come over here and, you know.
Yeah, look, Jupiter lied, man, to suggest that Easy was targeted because because of Tommy Robinson. That's fucking hilarious, man.
Even if I disagree with their political stances or whatever, I accept that those people have suffered some of the abuse and have been in the past helpful with a lot of the stuff. So, that's the best way to go, then. Just block them.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's one of them. I mean, I tell all
the thing
sides.
is, if you block them, you do know that they can't see you either.
Yeah, look, man, I don't know. Obviously, I could talk on that a lot more. I could elaborate on that a lot more. And I see what you're saying. I do. And yeah, of course, she's trying to pull certain people into certain things. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I can definitely see what's happening, but yeah, it's like it's all a bit thingy. Yeah, I know what you're saying, innit? I know what you're saying. It's a complicated one, though, innit? Because obviously, look, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, innit? Because it's thingy, right? Jupiter wants to aim people at you, Luke, because of thingy, right? But there's people obviously looking at you because you do talk to Mandy and them. From what I've seen, you've not wanted to fight, either get into an argument or a fight with Tony and them, because that's not your argument, right? And rightly so. And I do think that Mandy and Athena would like to pull you into that argument, maybe. And also, I can see that Jupiter wants to pull you into that argument as well. I feel like you're getting pulled from both directions. But so far from what I've seen, this might not go down well with a lot of people. You've not picked up the fight when it comes to the Ginger Tony thing and that thing. I know this ain't gonna go down with people. You've not picked up that fight because ultimately it's not your fight, right? That's kind of like how I see it, but do you know what I mean? It's like I know people ain't gonna thingy that one because yeah, it's like both sides. There isn't any money in Team Tommy. Laugh out loud, no one gets paid. Yeah, of course. Look, it's and what Luke said there, right? He said, "I've stayed neutral. It's not my business," and that's the way I've looked at it, right? Luke, he's got an argument with Jupiter, so that's been his thing, right? Certain individuals, I believe, do want to pull him into this, where he's going to get into it with certain other individuals, and I can see people doing that on both sides. Do you know what I mean? Amy, how you doing? What about me, Dave? What do you think Duke's trying to do by calling me king of the blacks? Like, I know a lot of people ain't gonna think that, but it's just the way I see it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you've not wanted to start picking up their battles, Mandy and them, and fighting their fights in that regard because that's not your fight. But the Jupiter thing, obviously, you've got a disagreement with her, so that's naturally there. And Jupiter wants to convince people that you are, so that they will then start targeting you. I just hope you don't get pulled in it. I just hope you keep doing your thing and you don't get pulled into this fight in it. Because I think Mandy and them want to pull you in, and I think Jupiter wants to pull you in as well. And that's just the way I see it. So I just hope you just think, yeah.
That's what I mean. I don't know how it works sometimes. And
Yeah. So
I
if
don't
you're
know. Sometimes you think, well, what are they chatting shit about or whatever as well?
yeah, but if they
Because you'll
can't
see,
see you, they're not going to chat shit and try and get at you, and you're not going to try and get at them.
yeah, it's when you see someone like they'll react to something that such a body said. If you blocked them or if they blocked you, you think, well, what's being said there? Do you know what I mean? I'm not asked me. I'll address anything. You've seen people throw whatever at me or whatever. I'll address anything. I don't hide from anything that I've said or done. People seem
Yeah.
to think I'd be bothered about me outside Disby Mosque. I don't care. I'm literally not bothered.
Oh, do you mean where Jupiter and Moon was? Yeah, but obviously Den knows that, man, what these two tried to do. And that's another example, man. When you get into a disagreement and an argument with Jupiter, she will label you with the most wicked things, and she's done the same thing to Den. I don't know why Den keeps thinking her though, man. I don't know. It's like, yeah, Den's like thinking. Obviously, to him, it's like he's obviously got a thick skin, but it's like, I don't know.
It is what it is. I actually should have said 6, not 7. Well, where we are. I mean, it's
Well, I disagree with that, but it's not worth. For me, I'm not here to pull up everything that I disagree with people on. I'm here to find what we do agree on, to find solutions to move forward.
Yeah, that's not really my experience with Jupiter. I think she's in more disagreements with people. This woman tries to portray herself as being some kind of peacekeeper. She's gonna be a unifier. This woman causes more division than fucking anything else, man. That shit is just hilarious. Anyway, I need to think because this woman is just too easy, but it's like fucking. Anyway, let's crack on.
I
I
think
mean,
too many. I think too many people have
yeah,
spent too long arguing over what they don't agree,
yeah.
personally attacking each other, going into
2 days ago, Ultra, a person I've never seen in all the years that I've known him express any black supremacist fucking views. 2 days ago, you was labeling him as a black supremacist for fuck's sake. It's like, that's extreme. This woman's approach is extreme. Anyone who proves her wrong, makes her look stupid, disagrees with her, she puts some kind of fucking wild label on you. It's insane.
people's private lives and not actually discussing topics in a conversational way where there's enough room given
She actually plays that this year. What?
to be able to take on board each other's points of view. And that's the style that I like.
See, this is where really I should just kick back and watch, right? And I know I'm being like, people are just gonna look at me and go, "You got a motive, this reason, that reason, that reason." But I know how this woman spins narratives. I know how she misleads people. I know the games that she plays. She's such a devious person, and I can see what she's doing. And this is the thing: if she thinks I'm an extremist, then what the fuck does she think of other people? It's like, come on, man. It's like, what is this? And that, yeah, the shit that she said about Den, me, it's like, come on, man. Anyway,
Which is more relaxed. Everybody gets to say their view. Everybody gets to be grown ups. And that's the way I want to go forward. When it comes to the more serious stuff, with all this stuff that we get from
The way she thinks of herself is not actual reality, man. Like I said, this woman is very divisive and quite extreme. Because again, anyone who actually like has a disagreement with her or falling out with, she puts like the most wild labels on them. Like we'll label them with anything. And obviously, I don't even need to give the examples where she's falsely accused people of really bad shit. It's like Mandy Mosley, I believe, is a piece of shit. And I believe she's straight up and down made up this horrid, wicked, malicious lie to damage people. But Jupiter herself falsely accused the man on YouTube of being a convicted rapist. To the point where he had to fucking come online and show his criminal record to prove that he's not to prove that he's not a convicted rapist. So what the fuck? This shit is wild.
The extreme left and the extreme right attacking the middle. I think everybody that suffers from them.
Nutter. She's so ego driven. She's so fucking nutter. Thankfully, she's just going to stay on the internet, so it's not really too much of an issue. But she's like thinking of herself as being a whole peace envoy. So fuck is this woman on?
To be able to partake in trying to get justice, even if we don't agree with them on everything.
I agree. For me, it's just one of them. I've always been the same. If I see a problem, I like to clean up the situation. Not for me, for other people. Do you know what I mean? So it's a place where people can actually have conversation and not have each other's shit doxed and kids through in the mix and all that.
Yeah, but I'm quite capable of sorting that out on my own channel anyway.
Do you know what the maddest thing is? Yeah, the things that this woman said about Den. Yeah, the things that she said about Den and the time she's tried to bury him. Yeah. She tried to bury him a few times, and Den knows this obviously. Den's actually helped this woman though. People don't understand that. Like behind the scenes, Den actually like puts in a good word for her and stuff, which is like I don't know, maybe that's commendable on Den's side or whatever. I don't know, but times that this woman has tried to fucking thingy Den, and then he's I don't like I said to him, she needs to be buried, but yeah. I don't know, man. Obviously, Den's his own entity in it, but it's like fuck, you know.
No, I know that, but I mean,
there's
it's a
no.
mad situation
I
when you've
am
got
not
all
going
sides
to. I'm going to
doing
make it perfectly. I'm going to make it perfectly clear. I'm not going to get rid of these.
Yeah, she definitely did do that. Yeah, I had an argument with her over that. Yeah, her and Wendy, man. Yeah, she was like proper, like actually going for him. Like, yeah, he's a grifter and this type of shit. Yeah, but anyway, people just don't listen. It don't matter, man.
Saw because a whole heap of people that don't like me and who have gone out of their way to cause me problems.
No, I know,
Don't
but
like
you've got
Esau.
yeah, but you've got
Lara Croft wannabe. Oh, that cracked me up, man. That tickled me.
to look at it in the terms that other people are going to look at it. So people on the other side of the fence that don't like you, so they're going to then have that as ammunition to. It's one of them you can point out saying Danny's doing this, Eric's doing that, whoever's doing
But they
whatever.
can't because even though Esau's allowed to come here and have an opinion, I make it quite clear that I don't agree with what he does. Allowing someone on my panel to have an opinion doesn't mean I agree with what they do elsewhere.
Yeah, but you've legitimized them to other people. It's like, let's get it right, man. I'm not even going to say any names, but certain people shouldn't even be seen around those dickheads. Like, these are people that like actively troll Tommy Robinson. It's like, come on, man. It's like she's chatting one thing, but you've led people to believe another thing, man. This is what I'm saying. It's like fucking. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I ain't gonna get no favors for this. I ain't gonna get no thanks for this either. But it's just me being me, and it. That's all I fucking can do because, yeah. Anyway.
I am not an arbitrator of the whole internet, and I am not the person that needs to be patrolling the internet and telling people what they can and can't do. People have to take personal responsibility. And I'm a bit sick and tired of people asking me to hold other people to account.
Yeah, but you've got your own narratives and agendas, and you're a dishonest person. That's the issue, innit? I know this firsthand. I've seen this woman. I know like how she operates. People ain't gonna listen to this because they got to find out for themselves, and certain people won't be bothered anyway, either way, because they'll just be like, just a usury thing. But it's like, yeah, man. Obviously, people are gonna think it, but this woman's running her own little game in it, and this is what she's doing. And if we go back to when she's now trying to paint this narrative that Easy has had the issues he's had online because he's a Tommy Robinson supporter, that's just the straight up and down line, man. That's just a straight up and down line. Easy had a falling out with Emily Luca, so Paul M was on to him. Easy had a falling out with Batfreak, so Cam and them lot was on to him. It's like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on. You're spinning false narratives, man.
And also having to deal with everybody telling me that I've got to take personal account when nobody else seems to. Everybody wants
If everyone's telling her she's got to take personal account, you know. No, my dear. This woman is just a full blown narcissist, man.
me to hold everybody else to account. It's not fair and it's not right, and it's going to stop.
Yeah, man. This shit's wild.
It's a tricky one because I mean it's one of them. If you know somebody that's around Danny Jones and you know exactly what Danny Jones is about, are you not gonna judge that person that's around Danny Jones and okay with all the shit that goes on or whatever?
Right, so it's like this. Then I allow you to have people around you that I necessarily wouldn't agree with.
She allows him. I hope then that's a like who?
Because in your personal space, right, in your personal space, there's people that you trust that I might not necessarily trust. Yeah. And you can do your evaluations. You can have your conversations with.
Like who? Who? Like, what do you mean? Like who? I hope he asked her who.
Your little group. Okay.
Mm.
But when it comes to the bigger picture, we can all work together. The same goes to Danny Roscoe. Danny Roscoe's got people around him that he knows he can trust. He might not, even the people that he's got around him might not.
I was thinking that it's like Den don't really do groups, you know. Like what the fuck? Why is Den like thinking? What is this? Den, what's going on, man? It's like what's happening here? It's like what? I hope he does ask her. Well, who? Who are these people? Because I know she made the allegation that me and Den know each other in real life before, and that's another thing she does. She just makes up spurious shit.
Even know the ones that he trusts completely and the ones he don't trust. I've got people that I know I can trust, not necessarily actually visible faces anymore.
See, I agree with Kaylee there. I don't get, and I've said this to Den before, and I'll say it again, innit? Because I don't get why Den keeps trying to save this woman. He's like, keeps like freaking like keeping her alive type thing. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't understand it, but you know.
But I know that I've got people that I can trust. Yeah? Just because I talk to somebody doesn't mean that I'm talking to them offline. And just because
They troll for her. That's what it is.
I allow someone on my platform doesn't mean I agree with everything they do.
No, but I mean, people can be detrimental to what it is that you're about.
These are the
If, let's say that right, let's say that I am a supporter of John, and then I go and sit with a whole group of people who fucking hate John. How in any way, shape or form does that help John or me? Because if I believe that John has the answers and I believe John is the way forward, why in the fuck would I go and sit with a whole group of people who fucking hate John? If that makes any sense to anybody. But I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's like there's having debates with people, there's talking to people that you don't agree with. That's one thing. But sitting with a whole fucking group of people who hate a certain people and believe ideologically in certain things is weird. It's strange. I wouldn't go and hang out with a whole group of fucking pro-Hamas supporters. I could talk to them, I could debate with them, but I wouldn't be fucking going to the pub with them, hanging around with them every day of the week. That's just weird. It's not normal. It's like me sitting with, constantly sitting with and fraternizing with socialist or communist. It's like me going to a socialist club, and every night I'm in the socialist club with socialists. People are going to start to think you're a socialist. It's not fucking rocket science. This woman seems to have a fucking lot of friends who hate Tommy Robinson. It's weird. Moon hates Tommy Robinson. Wendy hates Tommy Robinson. It's like this woman seems to be a magnet for people who hate Tommy Robinson. That's just my observation. But it is weird. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It is fucking. It's weird to me. That's fucking weird. It's like what the fuck?
Misconceptions that people need to get rid of off of the internet, because otherwise no problems are going to, because what it happens is they make people tribal. And
Yeah, but then you could apply everything that you just said to any other, so G Block, onwards, any other platform. They're going to say the same. Well, Danny's this, Danny's that. It's not really our concern, or
I
whatever.
don't ask them not to let Danny on the show.
No.
Yeah, this ain't true. Jupiter's tried to get plenty of people exiled. Don't get it twisted. What she's saying is not actually what she lives by. She's notorious for wanting people removed from panels, saying she's not going to come on a panel if someone's there. What she says and does is two complete different things, man. It's like, sorry, it's just the absolute obvious. The amount of time she did it with me, with El Cid and a couple of other people. She was like laying down the law, like, oh, I'm not going to come here anymore if they're going to be allowed to fucking slag me off type thing. It's like she does it all the time. All the time she does it. She tries to exile people all the time, man.
I wouldn't.
I've
I would
never asked
educate
them.
them of what
I
it's
don't agree
about.
with Wendy. I don't agree with Danny. I don't agree with Simon Lord. I've never asked people not to have them on their shows.
Yeah, well, Jupiter has plenty of. Back in the day with Real, she did the whole power play thing in it when she couldn't get her way. She like tried to I'm the big star type thing on him. Tried to pull the plug on his channel, man. She's done it plenty of times. Plenty of times she's tried to get people thingied from channels. She's not being honest here.
It would be the other way. Rather than say don't have them on, I'd say bring them on and let's throw some questions at them, and you make sure that you get your answers for your audience. At that point, I'm happy. People are educated on what X, Y, and Z are about, and that's all I've done across the board. I've never
Yeah, but
attacked
that's what I'm
anyone that's not
saying.
around.
If you start saying that people can't come on, you can't have conversation.
No, you can have conversation.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but again. Let's say that I'm constantly sat with Sinn Féin supporters. Or even fuck that. Let's say I'm constantly sat with IRA supporters, and I never actually questioned them on their beliefs. Then, really, in reality, people are going to come to the assumption, aren't they, that really you're not too bothered actually about what their beliefs are or their political persuasion or anything really. In reality. Do you know what I mean? Because I know full too well if I was sat with someone, do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
that. I'm not going to do that. I refuse to
I'm
do
not
that.
suggesting that. I'm not suggesting do that. I'm suggesting you have people on and you ask them the relevant questions and then get them answered, and then everybody's educated from there on, isn't it?
Yeah, but everybody's got different ideas of what they want the questions to be. I haven't got a problem if Esau's on here, you saying, you clicking the link and saying, can I come on and asking questions? I haven't got a problem with that. I haven't got a problem if Easy comes on. Not that he will, because Easy doesn't really go on other people's channels. But if he was on here, you clicking the link and coming on and asking Easy some questions. I haven't got a problem with
for
that.
example, I'll take myself and Kaylee as an example or whatever. Kaylee's forever. Everybody's heard it. Oh, they're using my kids, they're attacking my kids, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The moment she does that, she's just killed her own argument. Do you know what I mean? So for me,
I agree with you. I agree with you. But how can I put it? I think Kaylee has even been helpful in her own small way, but other people can't see it, but I can.
She has in ways. It's one of them.
See, Moon's been helpful. Pinky's been helpful. You've been helpful. For me, I can't talk for.
Den he's trying to help her. That is true. Yeah, that is true. But it's Jupiter web of lies. Don't think you can come here and start slagging off thingy. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. But it's yeah, he's actually trying to help her. That's the thing, innit? And she's just too much of a narcissist to actually see that. Yeah.
For anyone else, from their perspective, they might not think so. But I know from my perspective.
I don't know why Moon's running with that thing of I think I'm special. All I did was ask the right questions. I listened to what people have said, and then I noticed things that don't sit right, and then I just asked the relevant questions. That's it. I'm not special. I don't pretend to be anything I'm not. I don't know why she's getting off on that shit.
I don't know why either. I don't know why they think that Pinky's being pushed out, because Pinky is certainly not being pushed out by me.
It's just mad, like
they're moving like it's the fucking mafia or something over it.
I don't even know who Pinky is, but I'm quite happy to play Pinky's videos. I'm quite happy to speak to Pinky. You know, if they send me emails, I'll read them. I don't know where Pinky thinks that they're being pushed out. I don't get that. I don't know how.
Who the fuck's Pinky? Who the fuck is this?
Moon thinks that her and Easy are being pushed out, because that's not true.
Hold on, didn't you fall out with Moon? Hold on. I don't know how Moon thinks she's being pushed out. I'm sure you and Moon have fell out, ain't you? Or was that another one of these fake falling out things that you lot seem to like to do? Moon comes out and just told the whole of YouTube why she's in contact with Hope Not Hate, and then everyone's just like, oh, this is normal. This is normal behavior, innit? It's just like, yeah, it's just normal behavior. It's like someone telling me that they're a fucking grass. It's like, well, obviously I'm never going to associate with you again. And then these people obviously think, but yeah, man. How does Moon think she's getting pushed out? You two fell out, didn't you? What the fuck's going on?
And to be honest, I think that's pretty
Fucking hell. Imagine someone comes on my stream. Let's say Den comes on my stream and goes, I've been in contact with Hope Not Hate. I'm like, oh yeah, man, it's all good, innit? Yeah, we'll just pretend that we're falling out, innit? And then, yeah, mate, come back on my channel and all this business. I don't know, man. It's fucking nuts.
magnanimous of me, considering recent events, to be fair.
It's magnanimous of her. Fucking hell, they eat their head and swollen to the size of a fucking, oh my days, man. To the size of an air balloon.
For me, it's the way it all landed with the Hope Not Hate stuff. Moon's Moon's solution to it was, oh, well, if Easy won't let you dox people here, you come with me, Easy, and we'll do it on mine. And then she put the video out doxing Belly's family. You can't point any fingers elsewhere when you've got her on the panel and shit. It just doesn't work. You know what I mean?
So the way I see Moon's position is that I was friends with her. I would say that I'm civil with her now because we had our disagreement. We agreed that we wouldn't slag each other off. I am still grateful.
No issue with the fact that she said she's in contact with Open I Hate, though. That's just everyday procedure, isn't it? Yeah. Knowing that there is like water off a duck's back to somebody kind of might tell you what that person actually is about. But anyway.
For all the assistance that she gave me before we fell out. I am on talking terms with her, but it's not the same level as it was before. I don't think she wants it that way, and nor do I.
Jupiter is emotionally unavailable, Moon. Jupiter is emotionally unavailable, Moon. Stop chasing her. Okay, now.
I was shocked that what happened, but she says I got things confused. I've said, okay, maybe I got things confused. I accepted
No, you didn't
that.
get it confused.
I
didn't get it confused.
Look, then I've accepted that and I've moved on. Right?
No, but that's you
But
accepting
that doesn't
her lie
mean
the day after the
mean because she's got a different idea of how she wants to deal with her own personal issues.
This is just this woman's narcissism is on the next level, man. I don't know. Just then it's like, come on, man.
That I have to shut down an avenue of communication that assists us all.
To me, when there's a issue where you think one thing and Moon the day after think something else, you just play back the video. It's word for word. He wasn't wrong. He was bang on. She literally ran after Hope Not Hate to make people Nazis and bring problems to their doorsteps for the families. That's what she did. It weren't a helpline to help her.
And Jupiter has no moral obligation with that at all. None. From what I've heard, she don't really give a shit. She thought it was funny.
Fucking.
Yeah, but have you got proof? Have you got proof that she's actually gone and reported anyone?
We need proof. We need fucking proof. This is why I know this woman don't stand on anything. It's like, what is this? Someone tells me they're in contact with Hope Not Hate, yeah, I'm going to take their word for it, innit? Because obviously you're a bit sideways just for saying that. It's like, I don't get this. I keep saying this, but fuck, these people aren't real, man. These people are fake. These people are fucking fake. If that doesn't register with you, or doesn't actually set off alarm bells, then yeah, these people are fake, man. This shit don't make sense. These people are fake. If that's to you, it's just like, oh, that's just normal, innit? Yeah, it's just a Wednesday with that one. So yeah, then there's something obviously wrong with you, innit? Because if someone tells you that they're fucking in contact with Hope Not Hate and Prevent, and to you it's like, oh, it's just nothing, innit? Do you have proof of that? It's like, yeah, you might be a bit fucked up. Standard.
Anyone?
Well, she said she was gonna. So
sometimes people
me,
say things out of duress.
Whether she did or she.
Everything's out of fucking duress. Do me a favour, you know, bed. It's fucking hell. She's calling Tom Robinson a fucking Nazi. Dickhead. You lot are fucking weird, man. You lot are fucking weird. All these people are fucking weird. And thank God I don't have anything to do with any of these cons.
She didn't. I mean, she said
I
she was
don't
going to
know
put
if she did
children's pictures on the dark web or dark places.
I don't. The thing is, again, I can't speak for Moon.
No, I know. But Moon's lied that
this
much.
Is,
it doesn't
and
matter,
this is the problem. Then people think that I can speak for everybody else. I can't. All I can tell you is, I'm not stupid. I understand what people are saying. I understand the risks and the way that it might look to other people, but I also understand that there's a much bigger picture going on here and that it needs to be resolved for people, women right across the board. And I'm not going to exclude someone that has suffered at the hands of Clan World when it comes to the Clan World issue, just because they might have a different political ideology to me or a belief.
Yeah. So if you can stand with someone who openly admits that they've been to Hope Not Hate and Prevent, then fuck me, who won't you stand with? I think this is the conversation that's really being had here, right? That's like that's the theme of this conversation. Like, who will you not actually sit with? That's really what it comes down to, isn't it? Me, I definitely don't sit with people who say that they will go to Hope Not Hate. That shit can even come out of your mouth, then me and you ain't gonna be associated to each other. That's for sure. Do you know what I mean? So I think what we're establishing here is, in reality, this woman will sit with fucking anybody, man. And that's really what it is. And she's been telling us that, really. That she will sit with fucking anyone. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. It's, yeah. Even if you do say you're in contact with Hope Not Hate, man, and Prevent. Fucking hell, man. Is anyone not a grass around here? I remember when people used to actually hide being grasses, you know. Fucking seems like every single cunt's a grass on this thing.
No, but these people are throwing the decent people into the Hope Not Hate and Prevent camp. Once you're on the Prevent list, you never get off. It's a terrorist. It's like a terrorist watch list. You never come off that list. And she just throws it around like it's nothing or whatever.
I agree, but that's a conversation you need to have with her.
It's pointless though, because she
I'm not
saying. It's like,
I'm not saying then that I don't understand where you're coming from.
yeah.
But I'm saying that's a conversation that you need to have with Moon.
I honestly wouldn't
because I'm being civil to Moon, it doesn't mean that I agree with every action she takes. I need people to understand this. Because I talk to someone on my channel, it does not mean that I
It's like this notion of, I just talk to these people. No, you don't. You're in friend groups with these people, man. Stop chatting shit. Just like you was with Wendy, innit? I had never had no contact with Wendy off YouTube. Never. Not one bit. Do you know what I mean? This woman's so full of shit, man. But hey, ho. People are taken in by it as well, which is good.
agree with everything that they are doing.
Yeah, but you've got to examine the people around you a bit better. When you've had Wendy around you for all that time and she's done what she's done, do you know what I mean? You should be looking 10 times harder now.
How much clearer?
Den's proper like, I don't, again, I'll say this again, I've said it to Den before. Why does he keep trying to save this woman, man? Den. It's like, bro, he's trying to actually help this woman. So Den obviously sees something and she just don't get it, man. I'm not being nice about it, right? I don't like the woman. I think she's a narcissistic monk. But fucking Den is like actually trying to help this woman and she just don't get it. She thinks he's attacking her. And he's actually trying to point her in the right direction. He's like, what the fuck? This shit is my days. What is going on?
Can I make it then by telling you that I'm standing alone? What I do alone. My conversations, for example, with Hell, I don't discuss with anyone else. My conversations with Tony, I don't discuss with anyone else. My conversations with you, if I was to have any, I wouldn't be discussing with anyone else unless they're out in the public.
Yeah. No, I get that, but I mean, it's one of them with a serious topic, which it has been, which it's all originated from. You know, once somebody's ran off and gone, right, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and everyone's going on Prevent watch lists and all that, you can't really bring them people back in the mix. Do you know what I mean? The people that do suffer the serious circumstances from
that's
people
that's for you to judge in your circles. not in mine. So on my
No,
channel,
this is just general
on
rule
my
of thumb.
channel, it's a mix of people that I get on with, that I can have communication with on differing levels.
Yesterday, or whenever it was, I know Amy kept getting timed out.
Because not everybody is on the same level of communication with me as others. And my individual relationships with each of those people does not reflect on the next.
You just think she's being attacked, man. She's too thick and she's too big-headed to actually see. He's like trying to actually finger it, but hey ho.
one.
I reckon if I was sat on a panel, if I just gone, right, you know what, I'm going to start doing lives again and start doing that, and then I get a panel full of wrong uns. One exposes himself to children and has been to prison for racism. Another one runs off crying to prevent.
Do you see Dan on my panel?
Cuts him off, man. Let him speak, for fuck's sake.
No, I'm not on about your panel. I'm on about that side. Bleeding Heart, Boxer Frogs.
Yeah, but they're entitled to sit with whoever they want to sit with.
No, I know, but they're being infused into what's going on, is what I'm saying.
I think what I'm getting from this is, not that I didn't already know this, but Jupiter's got no principles or standards. That's what I'm getting from this.
And Team Tommy should be made very clear what they are about. They're no different than the people we've got, problems with.
How?
You can't. This is the thing.
So then's now got to the point where what I was saying in it, I was like, this group over here hate Tommy Robinson. It's a mad look. It is. Do you know what I mean? It's straight up and down. And this is just me from the outside having an opinion, right? It is a mad look. These fuckers hate Tommy Robinson. They've trolled Tommy Robinson, a whole host of things. Now she's gone how? No, I don't get that how she's gone how. Like she doesn't actually know what this group is about. But yeah, what Den's saying here is reality, right?
Think. Well, who's not? What are they doing that they've not done? They're doxing kids. They're doxing kids. They're targeting people's families. They're targeting people's families. It's just the same, like for like. And at that point, you can't point your finger. It's very hard to go, oh, look what they're doing. They just go, well, look what you're doing. Look what she's doing. Look what he's doing. Look what he's been in prison for. And at that point, it just voids everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't understand. So what's Team Tommy got to do?
She don't understand. You have legitimized them. They've looked at you hanging around with them, and they've gone to themselves, "Oh, they must be okay in it because Jupiter, blah blah blah." Not, I don't know if they give a shit or not. I'm just saying in it, these people must be cracking up behind the scenes, man. They hate Tommy Robinson, like provably hate him, troll him, and you like fuck it is this fuck is this is lost on her. Then what the fuck?
Do with who those people talk to?
Oh my days, man. It's that they actively troll Tommy Robinson. You knobhead.
Your judgments on Bleeding Heart, yeah, don't have to be everybody else's judgments. You do understand that, don't you?
She's so lost, man. And this is why you don't follow this woman or listen to her fucking words she says.
And your judgments
and you
on
must
Esau,
understand when she says, I am pro IRA, I support the IRA, or I'm
Bingo. Bingo. They must be laughing their fucking heads off behind the scenes that this stupid wanker has fucking literally brought these people to her channel. She must be laughing her fucking head off. These people, fucking this Smelly Hand, Strawberry Steve, fucking the whole lot of them. Esau, the fucking lot of them are pink-haired fucking freaks.
pro Antifa and all that. These things count. Do you know what I mean? They count. I get people can have different opinions, but let's not pretend this week, oh yeah, we're all Team Tommy. No, you're not.
Yeah, big up to Denny. He's just fucking hit the nail on the head completely. Big up to Den. completely hit the nail on the fucking head, man. Someone actually, at least, hopefully they'll listen to Den, innit? I don't think they'll listen to me because obviously they don't know me, right? But fucking, they'll listen to Den, hopefully. It's a fucking terrible look. These people, I'll keep fucking saying it. These people actively troll Tommy Robinson. These people hate Tommy Robinson. They must be laughing their fucking heads off.
You hate Team Tommy. You hate Tommy. You said it many times. Bleeding heart and all that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, to me, it's just proper disingenuous.
So I
shit,
don't
and it
have to
puts
have
people
people
on the
that like
pedestal.
Tommy around me. I can have people that don't like Tommy.
Your whole fucking team hate Tommy Robinson, mate. Everyone around you seems to hate Tommy Robinson. Wendy, your best mate, fucking Moon hates Tommy Robinson. The fucking list goes on and on and on and on. You absolute div.
Around me. I
Yeah,
want
if
to
they're
have,
gonna, if
I
they're gonna
want to
keep,
have conversations with those people.
yeah, if they're gonna
If you
stand the
want,
ground,
if you want,
When she says conversation, she means like friendship groups. You don't challenge them. You don't challenge them on anything. She turns a blind eye to the lot. You know what I mean? It's a fucking joke, man.
a Tommy supporter club, then you're better off going to Dave's channel.
no, you like dodging around. These people have pretended.
This woman's mental, you know. I actually got to think of me because I support Tommy Robinson. That don't even make sense. It's like, what the fuck? This,
Recently,
this woman,
yeah,
this woman's a double agent. I'm telling you, this woman is a fucking double agent.
we're Team Tommy. They hate Tommy. Let's not
No, they
dodge
haven't.
around it.
When have they?
All right. If he wants to keep pulling videos out where
Yeah, they must be laughing their fucking heads off behind the scenes, man. They really must be laughing their fucking heads off behind the scenes.
people have said something, I'll do that. But everybody knows that
Yeah,
they
you
don't
can
like
do
Team
that if
Tommy.
you want. Who has said that their team? Who has said their team Tommy?
They're making out by being around these conversations and we're doing this and we're doing that. They're not doing anything.
Yeah, more infiltration, more infiltration. When I say infiltration, I don't mean like the thingy, but just the perception that it gives, isn't it? It's a mad one. It is a mad one.
Bleeding Heart has
Yeah.
got an interest because she's been victimised by certain people.
What the fuck?
She blames Team Tommy for everything.
No, she doesn't.
Well, she does. That's why she was telling people to contact Prevent on me, because it's all Team Tommy's fault. And
You're not Team Tommy. You're Britain First.
no.
Yeah, see how these people try to hide these things. And how's Jupiter going to defend this, man? Like, I don't remember the streams that this person used to do on Tommy Robinson. With his person stands and all this type. This is a madness, mate. Again, Jupiter and her friendship groups always seem to have a hatred for Tommy Robinson. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I've told these people a million
Yeah,
times.
you're
I
Paul
pointed them to
Golding.
the
You're Paul
video.
Golding. So why are you making out that you're Team Tommy?
I'm not with Enna. I did a video over
I thought
18
you
months
said
ago.
before that you was a Paul Golding follower.
See, now straight away, when you think of this moron and you apply logic, here she comes. Here she comes with her wild shit. She is such a low IQ individual, man.
I've followed many. Veterans Against Terrorism, Football Lads Alliance, Britain First, Tommy. It goes on and on. Seeks awareness. There's many things I've been supporting, but as it stands, I left everything well over 18 months ago. Pointed people to a video.
Right. So if you've left everything, why are you bothered?
Yeah.
Who other people? Listen, let me point something out to you.
Yeah.
Kyle Beach is.
Den's actually trying to give her good advice, man. Again, I don't know why Den keeps helping this woman. I don't get it. I don't get why he keeps doing this, but, you know, Den just keep trying with her. But, again, she's not just gonna... This is what she does, man. Do you know how many times she's tried to bury Den over the years?
He's not a Tommy supporter.
No.
Are we not allowed to talk to him now?
I didn't say that. But at least he will say.
And Andrew Tate's a Muslim. Is Tommy Robinson not allowed to talk to him now?
See what Danny Roscoe here in the chat, but I think what Danny's trying to say is, and I might be wrong, that panels you go on as independent is different to us, who will be treated by association as we wouldn't know the exact dynamics. There you go, there you go, and he's just hit the nail on the head. And certain individuals going to that channel, which Jupiter made people believe was okay by your association to it, which I believe that was the case, which me has led to what Den is saying himself right here, and I've been saying it myself. It's mad. They must be laughing their fucking heads off behind the scenes. These are people who actively troll Tommy Robinson.
It's like you're missing the point on purpose or something.
No. What I'm trying to explain to you is that I'm a big girl.
She's got guts. Ned, you're a Ned. You sly dog.
Now I'm 55.
Yeah.
And yes, being friendly with Wendy taught me some lessons. Yeah, it did teach me. It has. It taught me some lessons.
We've gone from Wendy to.
Ned knows what he's doing. Ned, you slit that one past me.
Where? So I'm not seeing it, to be honest.
Oh yeah, who's that then?
Moon, Bleeding, Esau. Them three are 10 times worse than Wendy. Wendy's a lying.
So as far as you're concerned, that's my group, is it?
Well, for a while it was. Let's say that. Might not be now, but.
Oh, you idiots. You're legitimizing them, you absolute donut. And you do it because they troll for you. But you've talked like real legitimate people around these absolute fucking cretins. Is this woman stupid? Why am I asking that? She's obviously stupid and tremendously narcissistic.
For a while it was.
Was it? Who said that then?
Mainly you. It was.
No. I said I like going over there and talking to them. And I'm not
my best friend, blah, blah, blah. And then she did what
don't be hypocrite, Dave. How many people that follow you are Team Tommy? I don't have followers, Diana. I don't know what you think I am to have followers. Followers. I never hear them say it. Tommy don't need bullies. People time. Diana, stop talking about yourself. This ain't about you. But no, I don't have followers. I don't know.
I said Moon's my friend. Yeah. I've never ever said best friend. I don't do best friends.
Well, along them lines, you know, I'll never do this, I'll never do that, Moon's never shit on me, and then she shit on you publicly, literally made you look bad by running off to hope not hate. She could have just said it in a phone call.
Whose problem's that, mine or yours?
Well,
but Diana, there is a difference. There's different people who just ideologically don't agree with Tommy Robinson, and then people who just go out of their way to troll him and would attack him on anything. If people who are if there are individuals who cannot see the realities of what's going on in this country with Pakistani Muslim grooming gangs, and they choose to ignore that just because they have a ideological hatred for Tommy Robinson, then I would obviously never really be able to have a cordial conversation with that person. I don't believe, right? Because I believe that person is very much entrenched in their own ideological behaviors. But it's hold on, no, sorry. But there is a difference. There is a difference between people who disagree with Tommy Robinson and people who do actively troll him. And Jupiter is associated to a lot of people who actively troll him. That's just an honest observation. And bringing people, certain people around those people, looks terrible. Now, I'm nobody to nothing, so this is just my opinion. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to have my opinion, as I do every day on my channel. But she seems to not be able to see this. She's like legitimized certain people, like an absolute donut.
It's one of them, you've only been around this movement for a very short amount of time. I've probably got a little more invested into it than you. So when I see it being run into the ground by idiots doing shit campaigns like Moon and Wendy and all this,
then what is with Den and trying to save this woman and keeping her alive, man? Den, man, what
I'm
is
gonna
wrong?
obviously have an opinion on it.
Yeah, you can have an opinion, but you can't tell people.
You tried to attack him as a fucking Paul Golding supporter a second ago. We know where you was going
who
with
they
that.
can talk to. So, Danny, do you want to jump on? Because I think that we might need you to mediate here, right? So he's saying, I think what Danny's trying to say, and I might be wrong, that
What do you mean? What do you mean? Everything Den's saying is true, and he's been very nice about it. He's been very nice about it.
panels you go on as independent is different to us, who will be tarred by association, as we wouldn't know the exact dynamics.
Yeah, and Danny Russell's just hit the nail on the head. That's fucking obvious. You've like associate with these people, so these guys have thought okay, and then they're on channels of people who actively troll Tommy Robinson. It looks mad. They must be laughing their fucking heads off behind the scenes, man. You know, it's like this. Twitch is just a magnet for this shit.
I'm done.
Yeah, I agree with that, Danny.
So hold on. So she agrees with what Danny's saying, but she can't see what Den's telling her.
He worded it better than I've put it, probably. But yeah, bang on.
Not really, Den. It's just that obviously with Danny Roscoe, she has to thingy a certain level in it because Danny's got more clout than her. That's all it comes down to. With you, she's just trying to mug you off, as she always does.
So basically, what you want is Danny and Ginger Tony not to go and speak to Bleeding Heart and Esau.
See how she words that, man. What do you mean? See how she words that? Little freak. Why is she backing people who actively troll Tommy Robinson, the fucking weirdo?
I just wouldn't see the point. I mean, on your channel,
So
people
why are you
not getting
telling
timed
me?
out.
Why are you telling me? Why aren't you speaking to Danny Roscoe and giving him orders?
I'm not giving them
Giving orders. She's proper pissed off. This is bad.
orders. I have asked Dana.
Well, I feel like it's a bit of an order.
It's not an order. I've asked.
I think
it makes sense.
I think that Danny Roscoe is big enough to talk to people from all walks of life.
Yeah, but
and
Danny's
still-
not
and-
aware
and to
of
make
what
it
actually
quiet.
goes on.
And to make
Yeah, he doesn't know who these people are. He doesn't know that they are like active Tommy Robinson trolls. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman? And why would she not let people know this? You know, she's playing a game, man. She's playing a fucking game.
make it quite clear that he's an independent.
Yeah, but Danny's not on YouTube all the hours of the world, and he doesn't probably get told everything that goes on.
Okay. So what is it you want him to be told? What is it that you think he should know?
I don't think he knows half of the stuff of the people that are allowed around this stuff at the moment. Esau, Bleeding Heart, Moon. It don't really get any worse than them three.
Right.
I can't think of three people on the internet worse than them. Can you?
And all three hate Tommy Robinson.
Yeah.
Go on then. And every person you put forward, I'll offer a comparison of what the people you have done the same as what they've done. And at that point, we're 0-0. We ain't moved anywhere, have we?
So I'm glad Dan said this in it because certain people will take notice of it. With me, they're like, yeah, they don't know in it. They think whatever, but it is an obvious observation, right? And it does look terrible. But anyway,
We need to move forward away from
shit.
the shit cunts.
No, you do. You can move forward.
I already have. I don't have shit cunts around me.
Yeah. But you can't tell other people. You can't tell other people who to speak to.
No, I can't, but I can advise. And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I don't need your advice.
I think you do, to be honest. It's been car crash after.
See, this is the mad thing though, because Den's actually like thinking help this woman in it. In like more like more likely she don't think in it, but he's like put word in for her and type this type of stuff. She's doing the Billy Big Bollocks routine, but really in reality, like Den's actually out thingy though. Which I don't get. I don't know why Den keeps doing it. I gotta be honest, because the amount of times this woman's tried to bury Den, it's fucking mad. But yeah,
The car crash.
It's not car crash.
that's it. Let it go, Den. Let it go. I don't know why he keeps throwing this fucking a lifeline, man.
It's a car crash. I'm quite happy where I am.
You had Wendy going through all of Clown World stuff for however long. It can't really have got worse than that. The only reason Clown World was known because you and Wendy was pushing it around the internet. Nobody else knew who Clown World was.
That's bullshit.
So it's not bullshit. How's it bullshit?
Yep, another fucking Tommy Robinson troll that was legitimized by who? And these people don't learn. And at some point, you have to start asking yourself, why are these people not learning? That's why I'm like careful. If someone shows themselves to me for being something or standing in a certain position, then I have to move or I have to move. Does that mean that I can't talk to people? Does that mean I can't debate people? No. But if you come around me and you express like you of a certain position and so on and so forth, then obviously you have to move in a certain way. But that's not a thing. Den's trying to thing you with that, but she's not having any of it.
So, Clown World was a group. Was you in it?
Clown World has been around for years and there's less than 500 people in his thing.
Did you have a clown attached to you?
I had clown following me around and trying to ask me questions.
No, did you have one that had direct contact with you that would send you stuff and ask you to send stuff back?
No, because I'm not important. No.
Right. I had one.
Yep.
Hell had one.
I like Den's answer there. Den is like, oh, this woman is so dumb, man. This woman is so dumb. Big up to Den though, innit?
Yeah.
Tony, no, Hell might not have done actually. Tony had one.
Yeah. We just sent Kaylee.
Danny Tomo had one.
We just sent Kaylee.
Right? I'm not worried about
we
Kaylee.
just sent Kaylee.
Oh, he's taking the piss out, Kaylee.
I'm not worried about Kaylee. Kaylee didn't have one.
She did.
You're not made it if you haven't got your own personal clan. Why is she bragging? It's like this Spanish waiter geezer's a fucking weirdo. Oh, that whole group of fucking weirdos.
I've got the WhatsApp stuff, all the stuff you were sending her.
So Kaylee was in Clown World.
She was in the.
He actually switches it and flips it. It's like now she's like being competitive, like she's just got to win this argument. Now she's like, well, Kaylee was in Clown World.
Discussions of it all with you, Wendy, Zabida, all sorts of people.
Kaylee was not in Clown World.
Does she really play the recording from when they was telling Sean to like throw boiling water and sugar over? He wants sugar actually. He said boiling water over Den and shit. They don't play that, do they?
No, she was around all the whatever you want to call it, the where you and Wendy was hearing things and sometimes speaking on it and then not speaking on it. Whatever.
When Wendy came and started to come for Danny Roscoe, and this was on the say so of Mandy and that whole group, right? Because they had an agenda against Danny. And Wendy came with Danny Roscoe's a terrorist thing, right? I remember arguing with both of them on that. And then then they came with a Tommy Robinson's a grifter thing. I remember arguing with them both on that. Jupiter went along with that as well. So it's like, it's like either you keep making these mistakes because you're dumb as fuck, or really in reality, you're just, you add that bit in. But it's man.
You mean you mean she was there when we done streams like everybody else?
No. It was something behind the scenes. It weren't on YouTube.
Kaylee has never been in anything behind the scenes with me. I swear down on my life.
Pretty sure he was there when she was there, but she was definitely there.
No.
How would I know the people that are in that group? How would I know Zabida was in that group?
Because Zabida was.
Fucking hell. Zabida's in your group, then fucking Christmas tree. I don't get these people, man. Zabida. Okay. No.
In what group?
in that group. That's what I'm saying. That
Zabida
group
wasn't
of
in it.
people.
Zabida wasn't in.
Definitely.
She didn't have a clown attached to her.
She's proper blagging. Why is that like a thing? Why is she saying it like that? She didn't have a clown attached to her. Only important people had a clown attached to them. The fuck is wrong with you? This group turned out to be the bunch of nefarious fucking freaks. Is this woman okay?
I don't know what that means, but whatever the group that was going on and going
Oh, Jupiter's been in a lot of groups.
through evidence and all this kind of stuff, and he was making whatever, and no one could
So
make
you're
head nor
talking about the
tails of it.
Tommy Robinson supporters group. That's not the same thing.
I don't know what it was. I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Technology's
Yeah,
not my thing.
Zabida managed to find her way into a Tommy Robinson supporters group.
Yeah, she'd been invited along with other people. This is what I'm saying.
I've never actually been in a Tommy Robinson supporters group or anything. They were large public group, large fucking. Let me start. They were large public groups on VK. I was on for a couple of months, but not involved with anything. What the fuck is clown attached supposed to mean? The beg has been messaging me privately forever. She did have a clown, Brian.
Yeah, who invited her?
So you've had all these people that they're assuming may turn tricks on.
This ain't nothing to be proud of, man. This was like, again, another group of people who infiltrated certain people because they had an agenda against Tommy Robinson. Is she not like seeing what's going on here? Someone shows themselves to be something, then fucking take note of it, man. It's like, what the fuck?
On Tommy Robinson or whatever, pull together and go through all this bullshit evidence. The only people pushing that
Zabida
evidence
wasn't nothing to
forward
do
was
with
you
me.
and
When
Wendy.
Zabida went into that group, it weren't nothing to do with me. I wasn't even in that group. And the only reason that I knew that Zabida was in that group was because a clown dropped it into where I was to say Zabida has gone into a Tommy Robinson group and does anyone want to come over and deal with her? And so I went over and watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me,
So
it's just one of them.
when Kaylee's telling you stuff, she
Yeah.
might not necessarily know what she's talking about.
Oh, I've seen stuff, screenshots, bits sent over, links, all sorts.
Yeah, this has gone hit a bit of a dead end. This has come like a competition for Jupiter at this point. I don't even know what she's fucking going on about. I smart her right early and backed off, as always. Discernment. It's literally just a popularity contest for Jupiter, not even based on merit, just noise. It's mad.
Mm.
We had someone else in there as well, but they won't remain anonymous.
Right, so you had somebody else that went into that group, but that group hasn't got nothing to do with me.
Oh, I'm not saying
Come on.
them, but I'm saying the stuff that was generated from that, there was only you and Wendy doing shows on it. Nobody else was. So at that point, nobody would have known who Clown was. He wouldn't have got any variety whatsoever. He's had that account for God knows how long. He's still got less than 500 subs. That should really tell you everything you need to know.
Mm.
Yeah, they're proper shit at social media, man. That's why they like latch onto other people in it, like parasites, because they're actually very shit at social media.
Okay. Well, do you know what's going to happen now then? I'm going to suggest that you just deal with Danny Roscoe and that you don't talk to me seeing as you don't approve of me.
Fucking hell, Den, man. Why'd you keep thinking this woman?
I didn't say I don't approve of you. I'll be honest, you, and I've said this many times, because you've got a multicultural family, and so have I, there should be something in the middle where we go, right, I agree on this, that, and I don't agree on these things around the edge. That's about it.
Oh, is that why Den keeps trying to finger this saver, man? Oh, bloody hell.
Mm. But you have
I'm
no
not.
idea who I talk to and what I talk to them about.
What?
You do?
She just blurts shit out at this point. It's like, what was that? That was a brain fart. That was a straight up and down brain fart, man.
So you're talking to me as if I'm a child, then.
She is having a meltdown. It's like, what? What? Her ego is out of control, man. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Don't say that I am, but
He's not. He's giving you sound, reasonable advice, and he's being very nice. He is. He's been a lot more nicer than I am. That's obvious. He's like saying to you such and such. You got if you're gonna think it, you got to move in a certain way, and she like meh, meh.
You are.
how? In what way?
Because you think
This is what happens, man. Every time she gets threatened, like her intellect just can't deal with it. She just I don't know. It's like it's either at this point she can't just start throwing like wild labels onto him at this point because obviously she has to behave in a certain way now that certain people are there, right? So she can't do her usual. But yeah, it's definitely thinking, man.
that I'm not responsible enough to have understood what happened with Clanworld. And by the way, I wasn't the only one that was taken in, and that's why we've got the problem that we've got. Tony herself
No, I
says she
understand
was.
that.
Yeah, but this I don't know. So you was like halfway through it, like bragging that you was assigned a clown. So what the fuck?
Tony herself
Yeah,
says she was taken in. Okay,
I agree with you. I agree.
I've
Modine's a dirty fucker.
apologised to Danny Roscoe. I did wake up all by myself. Nobody else told me. All by myself, and realised. Hold on a minute. This stuff that they're saying.
Her and Wendy, man. This is why I'm thinking, like, her and Wendy, like, came for, like, Danny Roscoe's, like, yeah, it's like trying to line him up as a terrorist. And I was like, yeah, I don't know about that one. It's like, definitely thingy. And then they came for thingy when they came with that bus shit to do with Tommy Robinson. And the thing is, it's like, yeah, I definitely want having that. I want having a fucking bean of that, mate. You rats.
Saying don't ring true because I know I was here, there, or wherever, and it's not matching up with what I know to be true.
I've monitored it all, and I've seen which way you jumped as opposed to which way Wendy jumped. So that's the reason I continue speaking to you. Whereas I would only jump on Wendy's to fucking annihilate her with the lies and bullshit. So there is a big difference. You might think I'm somehow talking.
And they put her, you like both Wendy and Jutes for years. I had plenty of disagreements with Wendy though. She didn't influence me. I didn't go along with her shit. I agreed with her when she said something I agreed with. Yeah, she didn't take me in. No one can say that. Plenty of disagreements with both of them.
To you like your child, but that's not the case. I'm just literally reminding you of
What I'm trying to
what's
make you
actually going on.
understand, right, is that I've always gone onto panels that other people wouldn't necessarily have gone onto. And I've seen that part of the problem is that
Oh, she stopped making this bloody point, man. This woman's so unaware, it's unbelievable.
whilst you want to keep yourself away from people that might do doxing or stuff that you don't like, yeah?
Yeah.
Which I can understand what you're saying, like Esau, because of what Esau does, right?
Yeah.
Whilst you might want to keep away from the Esau's of the world, it starts off as saying, oh, we're going to do this for the betterment of people. And then it ends up with echo chambers. And then it ends up with the echo chambers warring with each other.
Disingenuous waffle. That's what this is. Pure disingenuous arse waffle.
Whereas I'm much more realistic. And I understand that we live in a world where people are individuals. people make mistakes, people get angry, people do things that are not necessarily positive, and that the only way that you can make things better.
So let's rewind and let's go back to 2 days ago where Ultra was on a panel with this woman and they had a disagreement, and she then in turn called him a bully. Okay, you can call people much worse things. He asked for an example of him being a bully. She didn't give one. And then it then went on to her calling Ultra a black supremacist. And this is the woman who talks about, well, who is saying what she's saying right here, right? Does that really match? Does that actually match? You then accusing someone of being a black supremacist, yeah? A guy who's like fucking middle of the road Labour voter, and yeah, and now she's here like moralizing. It's amazing.
Better is to teach them how to be a bit more positive. But I'm not going to lie, and I hope that Danny's going to probably put this a bit better. Just like the other day, there was an analogy, and he said, if we end up with black supremacists in this country, do we want to be in a position where we don't have white supremacists that can stand up to them because nobody else would want to, right? Just like I.
What? What the fuck? What kind of? I don't think we should be encouraging supremacy. Full stop. Right? What does that even? What the hell did she just say there? What? So you need white supremacy to defeat black supremacy. What kind of mentality is that? Okay.
Under that premise, if we are going to have people that are prepared to go to the levels that only someone like Esau would be prepared to go to, then it's always good to have an Esau.
So she's promoting extremism then. So if I'm right in, yeah, that's pretty much it, JB. It's like she's just advocated there for extremism. The only way we can combat extremism is with extremism. What? So that is definitely an insight into this woman's mentality. But again, they just admitted that she uses these types to troll for her. It's obvious. But yeah, that's wild what she just said there.
See it like that.
Yeah,
That's
but
where
I
me
don't.
and you said
If you're online 24/7 and tipsy, you're gonna say a lot of stupid shit, surely. Who's online tipsy 24/7? Jupiter Ned. What is going on with Ned?
straight into different
Yeah,
directions.
yeah, I know. I agree. But that's the
I
way I
mean,
look at the world.
for me, it
Oh
used to
right,
be the left.
okay, okay. So that's the way she looks at the world. Come on, someone tell me if I'm like reading this wrong. She's like advocating here for supremacy. Like, the only way you defeat supremacy is with supremacy, right? So she's advocating for supremes or the extremes. That's wild. I don't know. I don't know if people are actually seeing that, hearing that the way I'm hearing it. That is quite wild. Actually, I do need to make passing in managing mod. She's not already. I don't know why you wasn't, but let me. Oh no, you already are. Shit. Add as moderator. Oh, you already are. Well, what the hell, man? So why she need an Esau? She needs an Esau to combat the extremes. So she needs Esau's extreme trolling to combat other extreme trolls. That's what she's saying. So basically, listen to it again. She's actually advocating for extremism. But let me listen to that again. Oh, I gave it you back.
The only way that you can make things better is to teach them how to be a bit more positive. But I'm not going to lie, and I hope that Danny's going to probably put this a bit better. Just like the other day, there was an analogy, and he said, if we end up with black supremacists in this country, do we want to be in a position where we don't have white supremacists that can stand up to them because nobody else would want to, right? Just like I understand that premise.
So you can only defeat black supremacy with white supremacy. Can anyone see the dangers in that? Anyone? Anyone see how that could actually go a little bit skew with? Yeah. Okay. Right. Okie doke.
If we are going to have people that are prepared to go to the levels that only someone like Esau would be prepared to go to, then it's always good to have an Esau.
See, I don't see it like
that. Oh my days, this woman's an extremist. Fire. This is like extremism. So if someone carries out an act of terrorism, then we should just employ other terrorists to then commit acts of terrorism to them, their biologic. What the fuck? What kind of, this is like wild levels of fucking nuttiness. We need extremism to combat extremism. She needs an Esau to combat another Esau. It's like, what the fuck am I listening to?
that. That's where me and you separate into different directions.
Yeah, I know. I agree. But that's the way I look at the world.
That's the way she looks at the world. We need white supremacy to defeat black supremacy. What the fuck? Fucking hell. She's called me an extremist. No, I think that's retarded. I think what she just said there is stupid as fuck.
It used to be the left that just did all that vile shit, whereas now it's kind of slipping into all camps. And at that point, how, as any movement of anything, are you going to attract the masses when they can see the shit going on?
But I'm not trying to be a leader of anything.
No, but you're having the conversations, aren't you? The discussion.
If you read between the lines, though, obviously she's admitting why she sits with certain people. She's telling you without telling you. This is like, it just seeps out of her. She sits with these people because they troll for her. That's it. It's as simple as that. She's incorporated trolls to troll her trolls. End of.
And you should all.
Yeah. My show is for people to be able to have a platform where they can come on and have discussions from all different areas. And I think because I have gone to different areas, I have been able to introduce Danny to different people. Different people have come over here and spoke with him. And I do think that Danny gets something out of that. Danny don't spend all his time over here with me. It's not like he's my new best mate, or
I understand that, but
I know everything he's doing.
When I put Rudy Waiting,
I get worn out just listening to Jupiter's experience. That woman can't hold her own piss.
Together, when a few of us put that together, the thought process was to get people from different camps that don't agree with each other on certain things, have discussions that don't turn into doxing and all that shit and whatever, and people come away from it with the facts and the evidence to build a healthy opinion of. That's it. So I'm not opposed. I'm quite happy to speak to people I totally clash with.
So all I'm saying to you is, right?
Basically what Den's saying to her is, you, through your associations with people, you've led other people to believe that these people may be not what they are. And ultimately, the people that you do associate with are Tommy Robinson trolls. People that troll Tommy Robinson, people that hate Tommy Robinson, people that do have the most left-leaning opinions when it comes to certain things, and also people that have no problem saying that they associate with hope not hate or would call prevent on other people. So the observation that Den's making is an obvious one. It don't look good. It's as simple as that. And it don't. And she's basically saying, I don't give a fuck because I've got my internet obsessions and I'm going to use anything and everything that I can to get my own back on people who have wronged me on the internet or perceivably wronged her on the internet, right? Then that's basically what it all comes down to. That's why I don't know why Den keeps putting faith into this woman, because this woman has tried to bury Den on so many different occasions, but Den keeps throwing her a fucking lifeline.
You can have your opinions on Moon and Easy, because your opinions on Moon and Easy doesn't have to be my opinion. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you, you can't have those opinions. And I'm not going to tell them they can't have their.
She don't get it, or she's trying to not get it. And she's like, fuck you then. I'm going to sit with this troll group because this troll group troll for me.
Their opinions of you. All I'm asking is, if you're in my side chat, can you not go at each other? And if you think you're going to, then block each other so that both of you are able to partake in whatever it is I'm platforming without being a distraction.
She's such a fucking big greedy baby. Narcissist, man.
And that if you're going to have drama, do it in a constructive way. Don't go into the side chats trolling other people that you know may also come over here, yeah, and bring drama because you've been trolling them elsewhere.
So, have you ever made a judgment on me because of something Umbrella says or does?
Well, 2 days ago, I saw people attacking Amy, and they were saying the most horrific things about her child in the chat. And then when she started to give it back, she got timed out. So, yeah, it's a bit. The decks are a bit loaded over there. Sorry, the cards are a bit loaded over there.
Yeah, probably a long time ago, but I think I'm over that now.
Saying.
I think that's a
so
yeah, but I think it's a personal progress that I've come to.
Around you.
Yeah, but my mindset's changed. I have to be honest.
Her mindset's changed. This woman is so fucking about this.
I think the only way, Danny, can you understand what I'm trying to say? Because I don't know how I'm coming across.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
evening all.
Correctly.
I understand both. I understand what both people are kind of saying, and you're both in the same position. But I don't know. There's a bit in the middle that you think that Den's having a go at you, and vice versa. Probably. I don't know. There's a bit in the middle, but
Nah, I don't think Den's think that. No. Den's definitely not having a go at her. But yeah, Jupiter definitely thinks Den's attacking her, but Den's like trying to give her good advice.
actually got proof, right, of what Den's saying. Okay, because I've got I'll put the link in the back, because I don't know if anyone's with public embarrassment, if they can see the actual thing, right? So if you can pass it to Bleeding, that's fine. But it proves what's saying. See, I was on the chat, in the chat comments on the Bleeding Heart thing. I don't even know who these people are. Okay, and it's down to me to make my decisions or whatever I do. But that got back. He then said, because I was in that chat, I'm endorsing things that I said way
Bingo
past or whatever, that she said. So I've got to endorse.
And big up to them for doing this, innit? Because I knew me, they're not going to listen, innit? Like, to me, they don't know who I am. But it's it did need to be said though, because it looked so fucking bad. And again, obviously they just seen it as, oh, Jupiter talks to these guys such and such, not knowing who the fuck this lot was.
Because I'm in the chat. So I think what Den's saying is, look, right, it's okay to have people wherever they go, but they have to be known about a past, because it can come back onto them, you know. And I get information from fucking hundreds of people. I've got probably about 6 people in the chat who send me information about certain things. You know what I mean? Be careful what they saying this about you, because I'm not about online all the time. I'm not in all these little groups and whatever. So it's beneficial for me to have the information, so then at least I can make that informed choice. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's all Den's saying. Has he dropped out?
See, now Danny said that, her opinion's going to change, innit? With Den, she wants having it. But he has said basically what Den is saying. Well, he has 100% said what Den is saying. That is the point that Den was trying to make.
And that's it. So he's not saying he's got to dictate. Do you know what I mean? He's dictating to anyone or dictating to you what has to go on. It's just informative. Do you know what I mean?
I can't read that because I haven't got Telegram on my computer. I've only got it on my phone.
All right, do you want me to read it? Here's a bit.
Yeah, please.
All right, let me read it. All right, so I was.
Oh, he's shot his back. Hold on. Yeah, go on.
Evening. Phone kicked me out for some daft reason.
Yeah, now we've lost it. Danny, we've lost your sound.
Danny?
That's what mine did.
Yeah, you're back now. Go on.
Wait, what about now? I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yep. Go on.
Yeah.
Can you still?
Oh, I think when he's going into Telegram, we can't hear him.
Ah, right. Yeah.
It's when I go into the other bit. Can you hear me like this? Can you hear me like this?
Yeah.
All right, so I can get the basics of it. Right. So it said, could Danny Roscoe, aka Scott Tomlin, please explain to me why he was happily posted.
Is this the real Ned? Ned's gone rogue. Ned's like, fuck it. I'm standing with the ego.
Comments in the chat of Bleeding Heart, aka some name from Ireland, a woman known to be connected with Irish Antifa and known as an IRA supporter. This woman has doxed lots of people. Didn't Scott?
See, public smackhead is actually right here for the cretinous piece of shit that he is. Obviously, he doesn't really give a fuck about any of those things because the guy associates with Hope Not Hate himself, so he is a piece of shit. But obviously, he's now using this as a weapon against Danny. Do you know what I mean? And this is why it's reckless. This is why Jupiter is reckless. She doesn't move accordingly and hasn't done so for a very fucking long time.
He told me to tell lies about his ex-girlfriend, robbing the child, that something his child, that Antifa threatened him when they doxed me, or when they doxed her, although we knew it's bullshit at the time. So because I was in her chat, the next day they've put this out.
See, this is what trolls do to legitimize themselves. So it's like with this lot here, behind the scenes, they must have been laughing their fucking heads off, because when certain individuals are coming to their channels, associating with them, it looks a certain way, innit? So this lot are like, yeah, and that's how you end up legitimizing certain trolls, and then they'll start doing stuff, and they'll start operating in a certain way, and it just builds and builds and builds and builds. And again, Jupiter seems to be a very good host for that type of shit.
And it's all right, it only goes to 60 people or whatnot. And I've always said this. Who are them 60 people who continually do it? Who are them 20 people who continually watch it? So it's not about what they're posting, because all they are is a hub for other people. So is it Antifa taking this off? Do you know what I mean? It's just like an information hub. So of me not knowing anything, I've had that comeback. Now I still.
The guy to say call off your poodles. Oh, fucking hell.
I'll still make the same choice. I still speak to her now. So it's not like it's anything there. I know what they're gonna put back at me and whatever. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. But to have the information is better. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I think
so.
There's
been lots of rumours. There's been lots of rumours that she's Antifa, and I've asked her this in the past, but there's never been any evidence.
She's admitted it, Jupiter.
So she's now vouching for her. So here we go, folks. Jupiter is now going to defend Bleeding Heart.
Oh, she's admitted it. If you want me to dig deep and find them,
yeah, please, because when I've asked her, She said no, she's not
She's admitted
Antifa.
that, and she's
Where?
admitted being in support of the IRA, but she doesn't agree with the tactics. She said that was her words.
So
she said.
she's in support of a united Ireland, but she's not IRA.
IRA, they made a
So Jupiter is now actively defending Bleeding Heart.
children.
So
She's nice IRA.
Hold on, Den. Please stop talking over me. I'm going to let you reply back. She's in support of a united Ireland, and so is Irish Flame, who's in my side chat. If they could get
so is Jupiter, and so is Wendy.
Independence, they would like to have a united Ireland. And I'm not going to stand there.
And so does Jupiter. Be honest, Jupiter. So do you.
And even though I want to keep the British people within Britain that are in Ireland, I'm not going to tell them that they can't have an opposing position to me as long as they're not going to blow me up to do it. Because I think at some point in the future, it's very realistic that at some point they may become independent.
So why is she being snide here? You believe in this. That's your position as well. You believe in this. So how she's like being a snide about it? Let's be honest.
Are we trying to gain the support of the veterans or not? Because if you're around someone that supports the IRA, you're not going to get that. You can't.
I've just explained to you they don't support the IRA.
But she said.
Right. So Jupiter now is straight up and down vouching for Bleeding Heart. She's straight up and down vouching for Bleeding Heart. Why do people trust this woman?
She did.
Look, it's like me saying, how can I put it?
That's what I don't understand. She said, do you have evidence of her doing that? And now she's straight up and down saying she didn't say that. So
I'm not racist, but I think the immigration needs to stop because it's having an
What?
effect on my
Do you know what? Do you know what? I'm just gonna let this run. Fuck it. Yeah, man.
culture.
Yeah, that's not racist, is it?
No.
I think. Sorry, but I do generally think, and I saw something from someone today, and it was perfectly done. The political shift has changed. Yeah, we need to find that new kind of group of where the new dynamics are and the new ways are, because 10 years ago, I would say there's no way in anyone's imagination I would knock on somebody's door who's abusing somebody else online, right? But when they're coming from my daughter, when they're coming from my family, when they're trying to put my address out on fucking line, right? So people come round to there and cause me fucking problems and cause, my family problems. Then of course I'm now my mindset's now saying, well, if you're prepared to do that for me, I will do that to you then. And it's simple in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? So where strong people are coming up against these trolls or these people, it's creating a kind of disconnect as well. Because 10 years ago, us on the outside would be like, no, fuck that. But it's got to a level, they've pushed it to another level where it's more prevalent.
Yeah.
I don't know what the relevance of that was. Then big up yourself, man. I don't know where we're now looking at this futile exercise that you've embarked upon of trying to actually give Jupiter good advice. It's not particularly gone well. Her massive fucking ego. And now we're at the point where she's just actively defending Bleeding Heart. But at least that when Daddy came on, she listened to him, innit? You know that she wants having it. She was doing what she normally does with you, but the point still stands, innit? Jupiter knocking about with these people made certain other people think, oh, these people might be all right or whatever, without knowing what they are. And reality is, these people are active Tommy Robinson trolls, home not hate fucking collaborators and fuck knows what else. And Antifa and IRA thrown in there for the fucking mix.
I would also agree. And I think that sometimes I used to be of the attitude that you take the moral high ground But unfortunately, when you're living in a high trust society, that's okay. But because our high trust society is now becoming a low trust society, and there aren't avenues to get justice other than meeting fire with fire sometimes.
And then that goes on to, there's going to be people out there who are going to be friendly with you, who are going to not have the best interests, and we've seen that with Clown. So what Den's saying is like, you know, these people are about. So
Yeah, and that's what Den's trying to tell her right now is you're again legitimizing another bunch of fucking trolls. That's what Den's saying to her. You're in the process of legitimizing a bunch of trolls. And these fucking trolls, once again, hate Tommy Robinson.
we've all got to be careful
Yes.
of people's true intents. Because I've had listen, I'm not going to lie, I've had prevent recently come back to me with their bullshit, right? And that's recent, over recent times. And then all that stuff come out about people going to Hope Not Hate and stuff like that. And then that's me thinking, okay then, because I've literally just had it within last year, but the arse end of last year.
So Ichabod is a loyalist and an ardent Tommy supporter. I mean,
is he? Is he? Is he a ardent Tommy Robinson supporter?
I mean, a really loyal Tommy supporter. Not somebody who's wishy-washy, not someone like me who even criticises, right? And they said, I don't like bleeding.
I don't think I've ever heard Ichabod talk about Tommy Robinson. Fuck is this? Big up Kermit for the clips. I didn't see the motivations when live though.
You know, bronze.
Yeah, I've been reviewing this for what, hour and 25. But I will say this then, I don't know why you keep trying to save this woman, man. This woman, like, fucking, you know.
Politics, but I'd rather talk to them about it than not. Den is the last kind of person Tommy would have had around him. I don't agree with that last statement.
So, this is just some faceless avatar in the chat who hangs out the back of Moon. So who gives a fuck about their opinion? So what is this?
I think that's a bit harsh. But
no, I don't agree with that either.
Yeah,
what is this? What the fuck is that? She's still trying, like, dead, man. This woman keeps trying to bury you, man. I don't know why he keeps keeping her alive.
Conversation with bleeding and Esau and whatever.
But this is saying exactly what he's saying. They're using other people, the assumptions on him, because he doesn't really do any live streams or anything like that, and he puts things out. That's a truth that people are contradicted or whatever, and people are using other people's perception on Den to say, well, you know, I don't.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Den's obviously calling Jupiter out and saying, look, you're legitimizing fucking trolls here. And you're bringing, like, real world people around these wankers as well. And that obviously has its own thing that goes with it. But she's not having it.
Hiya, hello. Would you like to come on in a little while and speak some politics? I haven't spoken to you for a long time. You can come on.
Fucking hell, man. Guys talking, she just fucking hell, what's going on?
Wish. So yeah, I want people from all different walks. As you can see in my side chat, I've got people that have been loyal.
Oh my days, this woman is such a dunce.
To me for a very long time. I've got people that have come from the Muslim community. I've got people that come from the black community. I've got
oh shit, man. This is fucking, what is this?
A lot of females, which I actually like, because elsewhere sometimes the females don't get on or they bully each other. So I'm glad that I've got a lot of females. I've got people that are Tommy supporters, and I've also got people that are not Tommy supporters.
Yeah, this is the point that's being made, though, isn't it? Like, thankfully, Den's made this point, and Den will be listened to, hopefully. But it's this is what happens when you start to legitimize certain people. and then it goes like a certain way in it. Like I've been making this point now for an hour and quite a significant amount of time, so I've made this point to death. But do you know what I mean? It's
A few weeks ago, Jupiter, I said you should maybe speak to Ghost. He don't actually agree on the things that you might think he would, and he has
Yeah,
spoke
you
out on
did. You
certain
did.
things. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not opposed to speaking to people of different.
No, I see you,
outlooks and
Lawful. You
everything.
can come on if you want. The link is in. Anyone who wants to come on, the link is in the description.
then is it true that she plays the clip to do with Sean? Did that actually happen? Because that sounds a bit wild.
To me, the more open, honest discussion, the better. But it has to be honest. That's the key word, honest. If you're going to be disingenuous, like some people blatantly are being, then what's the point? You're just
Yeah,
wasting
but I
your breath.
think
And Jupiter's one of them then. Jupiter's got her own little agenda going, and she's trying to, she's feeding people certain narratives and shit. She's playing on things. Whether,
you're not understanding, right? So there's a difference. So I don't know how to put this, because I know the other night that Danny sort of said, well, he's not a leader of anything, but he probably has more chance of being a leader of a group of something than I ever would, because I don't want that at all.
I honestly believe Danny's
I
got
only
more
have a
potential
platform.
to.
I only have a platform. And
I think Danny's got
the
more
only way that
potential
I
ways
can
to go up.
assist, the only way that I can assist Danny is opening areas where I go, where he probably wouldn't have normally gone, to meet people that he probably wouldn't have normally.
Right, I've been here for nearly fucking 4 hours, man. I'm gonna skip ahead and maybe come back to this at another time. Does she really play the clip who's this who's jumped on? I think I'm actually gonna piss off because I've been here for way too long.
So it wasn't. Have you said the statement that you support the IRA but you don't support taxes?
Can I actually tell you guys something? My father's best friend.
This is madness, man. Why is this squawky little twat on this stream, man? This is just, this should just tell you everything you need to fucking know, innit? But that's up to them. That's up to them. I don't know.
I knew it, Jason. Jason Tyler.
This is your paranoia.
It's already been proven.
She actually played this stream. Who got her to play this stream then? Was it you? She actually played this. Fucking hell.
Prick, no one wants you around, decent people. Get it?
Made up a fucking hate campaign.
You're bad. You are bad. For the
Oh, she really played this. This is fucking hilarious. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
And Kaylee put it into your head that she'll.
And you was not agreeing. Do you know what I mean? And because everything I say to you,
true.
I would have to know.
Chris, yeah? Yeah, but that's dodging the thing. It's exactly the same.
Anyway,
but
I'm just gonna just reiterate my point. Then I don't know why I'm not quite sure why you do keep throwing Jupiter lifelines but you're doing it. Well, obviously you got your own motives for doing things, but it's the lesson is stop telling lies. I'll catch you out. Yeah, but that's the thing. Then you've jumped on here, right, and gave her good advice. And what she's done is what she normally does, is attack. And just go on the attack, basically. So every time you try to help this woman, she just throws it back in your face. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it is an obvious observation, isn't it? It's like, why are you bringing certain people around these people? But I'm done, man. I ain't got really too much else to say, but it's fucking... Yeah. Bottom line is, Den jumped on there, gave Jupiter some good advice. She completely was not having any of it. Danny comes on, pretty much says the same thing Den was saying. She agrees with that, and then, do you know what I mean? But it's how it normally goes. That's how it normally goes. But anyway, I'm off. Take care, everyone. Hope you all have a good and productive day. Take care, and God bless.